Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm Alex Reyes, and we're gonna have a great show today. We're gonna be doing the Jubilee Open post show. It was last weekend. It was a great event. We're gonna be bringing on a few guests on the show. Actually, we got Tim Langston, Dawson Ho, and then Chrissy Boyers also gonna be joining the show as well. So we're gonna have an awesome show today. First, I'm gonna bring up some of the sponsors of the event and some upcoming tournaments. Give us a share. I also got some breaking news as well. A little bit of breaking news, okay? It's more like exciting news, right? Okay, so let's get right into it, all right? Now, we have two tournaments this weekend coming up. There's the Infinity Nationals coming up in Wisconsin. Make sure you guys tune in for that in the streams if you're not there. It's an awesome event up there in Wisconsin. Jeff Orlowski and Mike Welch. Then we also have out in California. We got a lot of Point Fighter approved events. For all over the country, all over the world. We're gonna have Napa Valley Karate Championships. That's out there in California. It's part of the Triple Crown. A great event over there. So look out for coverage for both of those events. Point Fighter approved. Okay, so now quick sponsor. Talk about the sponsors, and then we're gonna bring on all the guests and get on the show real quick. And of course, we got some breaking news as well. All right, we're gonna go to that really fast. First, I want to thank the sponsors, Doris Brothers. Great trophies, great awards. Doris Brothers has been around for a long time, and they're really reliable. So you need some awards, Doris Brothers. They also are sponsoring the Power Rings. If you've noticed, the Point Fighter Proof tournaments, there's a winner that receives the Power Ring, and it could go to any division that the promoter wants. Okay, it could go to open weight, it could go to overall grands, fighting forms. It's not limited to just fighting. It's just the Power Ring for Point Fighter approved events. So if you're a promoter, you want to, you want to be Point Fighter approved. This is another incentive, and thanks to Doris Brothers for making it happen. Another sponsor, Top 10 Fighters Inc. This week, you want to take advantage of the 10% off that they're taking retail. They got uniforms, mats, boxing gloves, headgears, jiu-jitsu, bags, anything that you need. It's like a full martial arts store, and that's for the retail only. Okay, 10% off, and it lasts until tomorrow. Okay, well, another sponsor is another sponsor of the show is ASG, and that's where the breaking news is going to be from. Okay, so I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm excited about it as well. ASG is coming out. They got some new gear coming out for the 10-year anniversary. I didn't know it was a 10-year anniversary until today, since they've been around. So check out the gear, and this is going to be out in a few weeks. Congratulations to Jason Chen for being around for 10 years. And like I said, he holds a special place in my heart because he's the one that brought me out to the sport back, right, when I was kind of a little bit out of it. And if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have even started Point Fighter, and this whole thing wouldn't have happened. So shout out to Jason Chen. Congratulations on that with the 10-year anniversary. Well, let us know where you're watching from, and thanks for joining us. Let's bring everybody onto the show. It's going to be an awesome show. I'm looking forward to talking to everybody about the event. It was an awesome event last weekend. The location was great. You saw the pictures online with the Star Wars division. It was very cool. I actually have some pictures up here that I'm gonna post. As well as we're talking to the guests. Actually, I gotta post them now because once I bring the guests on, it'll be full. Okay, so check out the venue. Was awesome, great venue. The stage, the awards, everybody was super happy. Check that out. Those lightsabers are super cool, right? All right, so let's bring everybody on. I'm gonna bring ladies first. Here we go, Chrissy, then Dawson and Tim. Let's bring everybody on. All right, we're all on. Hey guys, welcome to the
What's
show.
up? What's up?
Hello, Mr. Alex.
Hello.
Yes, power show today.
Yes.
Hey, this is awesome. This is what it's all
Baby,
about.
power.
I love bringing on the winners of events and for forums now. It just used to be fighting and it's just expanding. Congratulations to you guys for winning the event. And Chrissy, congratulations on our very successful event.
Thank you.
Everything ran smooth. It looked great, and it looks like it's a tournament that's gonna grow. It didn't look like a tournament that's the first year around. From all the pictures and stuff, it looked like it's been around a few years already. So yeah, congratulations on a great event.
Thank you. It was exciting.
Awesome.
It was awesome for us.
Yeah, it was awesome. Now after it was over, how many days did it take to recover?
I honestly felt like it went really smooth. I had an awesome team helping me from our dojo family to the ProMat group, and everything just went so smooth. We were able to pretty much set everything up, and the day of the event, everything just ran really well with the event techs and everything. So I loved it. I took a day to recover and then jumped right back into it.
Yeah, no, it was awesome, and you guys had the seminar the day before,
Yes.
and that looked great as well. Dawson, you were part of that seminar right there, right? You were part of the seminar with PJ, right?
Yes, sir. I was. It was very fun.
Yeah. Hey, so you're part of Competitive Edge,
Yes,
and
sir.
you're part of Competitive Edge, and you're used to doing seminars as well, right?
I've never taught a seminar before
Okay.
now, but yes, sir. I'm used to the competitive edge seminars, sir.
Hey, so this is the first seminar that you taught. That's pretty cool because it's kind of gone full circle, right? Where you've been in the seminars, you're part of the team and the group, and now you're part of that as
Yes,
well.
sir.
So that's
Yes.
pretty cool. That's very cool to that's very cool. And how did you like doing it? Do you see yourself doing
Oh,
more seminars in the future?
oh, I loved it. That's kind of always been like a dream and a goal of mine is to become and just become just one with the seminar and just kind of teaching the next generation into kind of doing the same thing what I'm doing right now. Hopefully, the kids that are in the seminar, hopefully that they will become the ones that are teaching in the future.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool. It's like they're giving back, competitive Reed, Jackson, all those guys are giving back, and then you get a chance to give back. So that's really shows that it's a really successful
Yes.
program. Hey Tim, what's up, man? Congratulations to you on your wins over there in at the event. How'd you enjoy the event?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what. The way they ran that event looked like it's been going for 15 years, man.
Yeah, right.
First year going out, it ran beautiful, ran smooth. They did an excellent job. Kudos to them.
Yeah. Hey, so Tim, have you been to a Promac event before?
That's my first Pro Mac. I've been to NASCA's. That's my first Pro Mac.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know Promac is, there's some NASCAR World Tournaments that are Promac as well, but just like a Promac regional event. This was your first time. It was great, right? It's very professional and everything. Like you said, it looks like it's been ran for 15 years. That shows what kind of a great team they have. But that's great, man. Hey, so what divisions did you win? Because I know you do multiple divisions. I got a chance to see you firsthand at the Louisiana Pro-Am, and you're versatile. What divisions did you win at this event?
There only did the traditional weapons and forms at that one. Unfortunately, man, I can't spar. I got a torn meniscus right now, so it's taking me out of point sparring. So I had to dodge out of that. I had to dodge a bullet on that. But I did first place at traditional forms and weapons.
Awesome. So that's a good question right there from an injury, right? Injuries are a big part of the sport, right? Like how do you it's hard to fight with your knee, but how does it affect your forms and stuff? Like does it affect it a lot or just a little?
Major. And doing I have a business during the day, and martial arts that's my passion. And and surgery is not a window for me, so I got to try to suffer through it. I can go through the weapons and katas pretty easy to medium with pain level, but getting to the sparring area, it really takes it out of me. It puts me on the floor, kills me. So I'm trying to suffer through that right there. I love to spar. That's where I want to be. I want to be in with gloves and sparring, but right now, unfortunately, it's just it's like a lion in a cage,
Yeah, man, I know how it feels. Believe me, that's like, but it's pretty good that you're still, you're versatile, complete martial artist. You could still go out and compete. Hey, Chrissy, give us, there's a lot of highlights of the event. The fighting was great. The forms of weapons. Give us a shout out. We're only interviewing two people here, but give us, some special moments some cool highlights. Maybe give a shout out to some competitors that did well at the event that you saw.
Well, we had a lot of our own students there, and that was a lot of their first time going to any kind of tournament at all.
Awesome.
And they really enjoyed it. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Warren for running a great ring for all of our first timers. And we had Riley Rhodes.
Rhodes, yeah, she won the
power ring.
Hey, she won a lot, right? She won, like I saw her. She won in forms too, I think, right?
Double grands, yes.
And grands.
Then PJ won a grand as well as Dawson, and then we had Xander Sparopoulos. He won a grand, and Gavin Bodiford. We had several people won grands, and we had some underbelts even from our school who won grands, which were really cool. So they got to have the lightsaber to take with them, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those lightsabers were awesome.
If I could throw in Nate Walls, if I could throw his name out there from Ojikai. Overall sparring, men's sparring grand champion. He did really well. Just got his black belt too a couple months ago.
Oh man, that's great. That's good. Yeah, that's good. That he looks like a good up and coming fighter as well. Hey, Dawson,
and there was the gentleman who did the commas. I can't remember his name. There was an older gentleman. He did the commas. He won that grand.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Dotson. Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for joining us, Power. Yes, thanks for joining us. Hey, so Dawson, so you won the weapons grants, right?
Yes, sir, I did. The weapons.
Awesome. Now, you said your instructor's Jason Warren. He's been around a long time, and I remember from the 90s, and then now he's got this great a lot of great up and comers, and like now you're also a great up and comer. He also has produced a lot of champions. So you train with him and you train with Reed as well, right? At the school?
Yes, sir. Yes, he coaches me.
Man, that is amazing right there. So when did you start doing karate?
When I first started, when I was about 6 years old, and like the first day, I kind of was like, you know what, I'll just stick with it. And then like the next few days, Jason Warren bought Reed out, and at the time he was only doing single bow. This was way before he did double bow, and before he tore his Achilles. So he was doing single bow, right? And he did a form right in the white belt class, and my mouth dropped to the floor, and I was like. And then I just remember after that class, I just walked up to my mom and I was like, that's what I want to do in the future. That's what I want to do when I grow up. I want to be just like that.
Hey, but I'm telling you, like, that's like the culture he has there is like of champions, and like that probably happens. It just builds like a fire. It's like it spreads like a wildfire, right? With the talent, because they got you like that, and then I bet you anybody that's new that walks into the school, they see you guys doing that stuff, and like, wow, I could become this. And it's kind of like a stable, right? Like I always think about fighting stables, but he has a great sport karate stable right there.
Yes, sir.
Which is awesome. That's great, man. Hey, so Tim, when did you get started in martial arts?
Oh man, I'm an old man too. So man, I actually got started when I was about 15. Did it for about 4.5, 5 years, and took a break, and got back in about 3 years, and took a break, and and I've been back in it for about 6 years with Sensei Willis now, doing our Yoshikai, and it's been a lifelong passion of mine. It's just it's one of those things like riding a bike. It's modern masters of ancient art, man. We just gotta continue it and pass it on down to the next level.
Hey, you've been around tournaments for a long time too. Do you feel like sometimes those little breaks maybe help you with longevity of the of your career? Like sometimes you'll see people retire, like that's it, like they'll compete from like 6 7 8 years old and they'll retire like almost at 30, but they went without stopping for like 25 years pretty much, right? But
Yeah,
like you've been going at it from 15 till, I mean, you're, how old are you now? You're like at 40s, 40.
47 now.
All right, okay. But
47.
you've had those little breaks, right? Do you think that that kind of helps, taking a little break, not from martial arts, but like just a little bit of tournaments, like 1 year, yeah, 1 year? Do you think that that's good, or what's your opinion on that?
It's not really good to take a break, but one thing you never forget. You never forget what you learned before. That's the good thing. The mind recovers all that information. The ones I did before, I started out with David Deaton in Nashville, Tennessee. In 1987. Um, it's a good Wado Ryu art. Passionate about it. Did some Taekwondo, some missionary in between there, and until I got to the Yoshikai. It's just I saw the heart uh, in the martial arts when I first started in the Yoshikai about 6 years ago, and it's like, man, I've missed a lifetime of competing and training until now, and it's like it exploded now.
Yeah, man, you look like you're having a lot of fun.
Sometimes people take some.
You look like you're
It
having.
does. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you look like you're having a lot of fun out there. Now, Chrissy, do you have a tournament date already for next year? I know it's like maybe too early to ask this, but you never know. Do you have kind of plans? I know that you already have the venue secured again at the same place, right?
Yes, I'm shooting for May the 2nd. So, they have the venue reserved for me, and we'll do another seminar. Dawson and PJ are on the same team as my daughter, and we just really love them, and they'll be out here. Maybe we'll bring in an extra special guest as well. But yeah, we'll do another seminar, and we just really enjoy them, and we enjoy doing it. I like the May the 4th theme, even though we can't do it on the
Yeah.
4th, but I want to continue that Star
How
Wars
about the
thing.
Star Wars thing? Yeah, yeah. The Star Wars
Yeah.
challenge was pretty cool, and like I saw that video. Oh, look at the lightsaber right there.
I'm not even using my hands.
I thought.
Whoa.
Oh, we got Darth Vader coming out, and you kind of look like Luke Skywalker. Where's your legs? Oh man,
I didn't get a
I'm
lightsaber.
jealous. I'm jealous. I'm a little jealous right now. I'm like, oh, where's my son? I gotta come out there next year to get one. Hey, so talking about the future. So Dawson, what's next up for you? What's the next tournament you're doing?
The next tournament that I will be doing is probably Battle of Atlanta, I would say.
Battle of Atlanta. Man, that's gonna be a big one. I'm looking forward to that one, and
Yes.
that's gonna be cool. We're gonna be doing a cool preview show for the Battle of Atlanta. I'm gonna be recording in Atlanta in a studio, so that like the Power Hour. That's gonna be super awesome. And man, Promac is, like I said, they do a great job with everything. And how about you, Tim? What's the next tournament you're going to?
Man, I told my wife, I showed her the schedule the other day. She's not going to see me again until probably September. I'm heading to Mr. Bill McBride's in Meridian, Mississippi next Saturday for the Mississippi Open Championship. Then West Point, Mississippi after that, Memorial Weekend. And thanks to Pee Wee Blanca, man, heading to the regionals. After that, then Battle of Atlanta the next weekend. It's a domino effect.
Yeah, man.
So we're geared up and ready.
You brought up a good topic. Now, Chrissy, you and your husband, right, run the school and like you work together. This is your life, martial arts.
Yes,
but like Tim, like I don't know about Dawson. Like I don't know if you have a girlfriend. I mean, you're kind of young, right? Where sport karate affects you, but with relationship. But Chrissy, you're good. But Tim, you just mentioned something that that has come up in my head a lot of times, right? Like, I'm in a sport karate family. My mom isn't in karate, but my dad and us always, and we're always leaving, and we're always talking about karate. And then Tim, you mentioned something about my wife not seeing you. Your wife isn't gonna see you till like September. And then I saw Shayla; she's on the show watching too. And so it just made me think about this question. The balance of martial arts, right? Like, your wife isn't in sport karate, right? Or she
Yeah,
is?
she does.
She does.
She is too. She's ready to test for a Shodan.
Oh, okay. All right.
She had
Yeah,
the knee
my
injury,
wife
so
too
she's out.
is a kickboxing instructor, but she's not really too much in the tournaments. But there's like there's how do you deal with a balance with like leaving a lot of weekends and just you know saying goodbye, like you just said, I'll see you in September, basically, right? Like, how do you balance the time, right? Like, it's pretty hard sometimes on them and on you, or like, how do you balance it from being a veteran
It,
out there? Maybe you
I tell
could
you
give
what,
us, maybe you could give the young guys some tips,
I mean, it's like going to the casino, man. Throwing the money down on the table. You don't know where it's going to end up. I got 3 kids at home. The wife, and we're all 5 in karate. All 5 of us are, and and I run a business during the day as well. And my wife works at a real estate office, so it's a hard balance to juggle,
Yeah,
especially
it is.
when I'm looking at going out of the country three different times this year.
Wow.
From
Wow.
from from
But
from
that's pretty
from
cool that she's
August to
supportive.
November.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool
she's
that
very.
you're supportive, very supportive. And you know what's a good thing too that I like, that I kind of figured out too, is just bring them with you sometimes to some of these tournaments. Like, I like bringing Shayla along to some events, and of course she can't make it to all of them, but that's pretty cool as well. But but yeah, hey, so let's talk about like goals. Crazy. So of course, one of your goals is to have the tournament. You told me that your school did really good. Do you see them now? Is they're hyped up for like the next tournament and trying to win Pro Mac championships? Like, how's the vibe over there, the energy over there after the event?
Well, everybody's super excited. They can't wait for next year, but a bunch of them want to go to Atlanta. A bunch of them are going to the U.S. Open, but a lot of them are going to SmackDown because they all love Mr. Warren. So it's really going to be a great thing. It's going to be great for them to have that opportunity, to the same opportunities we received with our daughter and son, and they've just grown so much since they began competing. And so I want that for our students as well.
Yeah, yeah, and your kids are out there competing as well. That's right. Yeah. Hey, I mean, it's awesome. What are some of the goals that you guys have? Dawson, what's a goal that you have in the future? Of course, you have like, a lot of great instructors out that you've had, and, competitive edge. So, what are some of the goals that you have in the sport still to come?
Well, my big goals in NASCA would be, for one, to become a member of, continue the legacy of Team Paul Mitchell Karate. I want to.
Ah, yeah.
That's a big goal to get on that team, and be a NASCA world champion, NASCA world competitor, and also most importantly, be being different, meaning sword. That's my big goal, is to be one of the next legendary swordsmen. Being the next Kalman Choka. It's
Yeah, man. I was
always.
about to tell you that. Yeah, yeah. Who else have you studied before from the? Do you like to study people like from the past like that? Like,
Oh
who else
yes,
do you?
sir. Yes. Oh, like the old Kalman. I've watched his videos. I can't even count how many times I've studied his moves. Johnny Liscar, there's Audrey Donahue, Carson Crawford, all these sword competitors that I've always looked up to. I just want to bring kind of sword. I want to kind of bring it to its potential and kind of bring the next generation and inspire the next generation as well. And
Yeah, man.
since there's a lot of bow and comic competitors, I just don't want to, trying to be different, trying to be the different person of the group, and of course, bring sword back to its game. So
Hey, and the cool thing about sport karate and like, and the weapons and the forms and stuff. People are just like, you see it always evolving. Like, just when you think, like, I remember being like in the early 2000s and being, okay, that's it. There's nothing else anybody could do. And then, somebody pops out with the crazy tricks and like something that never seen before. So it's cool to see. Maybe you look like you have that on your mind, like come out with something that no one's ever done before, right?
Sir. Yes, sir. Innovation is definitely the key at this point. Um, I would also give credit to one of my coach right now is Cole Presley. He
Yeah.
definitely takes a big part of creating some of the move or doing some of the moves that I'm doing in my form currently and the past too. He's always kind of helped me out, being innovative with sword and kind of taking it to like the tricks and the creativity to a next level. So
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey Tim, so you told me you're gonna be out of the country a few times this year. I know that. I think you have some world titles that you're going for, right? Can you hear me, Tim? Well, I don't know if Tim could hear me.
Yeah, I also, one of the big things I do is compete on the United States martial arts team.
Okay.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Hello.
I can hear you good.
Uh-oh.
I can hear you good. I don't know if you can hear me, but yeah.
We good?
Yeah, can you hear me?
All right, we good?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
All right,
yeah.
good. Yeah, we still got some storms rolling through here, so I apologize.
Yeah, I know you got some tornado watch and stuff over there, right?
Yeah. See.
All right, so let's see if you can hear this
Actually,
question.
my big thing is competing on the United States martial arts team.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, man, we got some bad storms rolling through right now.
Yeah, go ahead. So you're gonna be out of the country. You're part of the USA team. What are some of the tournaments that you're gonna?
All right. So my big thing this year is.
I guess
our next thing
is
heading to London this year.
Yeah,
London, England, in October for the United States Martial Arts World Championships.
Nice.
Yeah, I think so. So sorry about that, man. We got some bad breakage going on. So
no, it's cool.
Yeah, London, England's our next big thing.
Awesome, London, England. What organization is that for?
Okay. No. That is the United States martial arts team. It's kind of like the WKC USA team, but it's another form. The World Games are held biannually. The last time I went was in Johannesburg, South Africa. So now it was going to be in New Delhi, India this year. Now there's a conflict with Pakistan, so now they've moved it to the UK. So now we're all going to be going to the UK this year to compete in the World Championships. And we carry probably about a 30-person team going there every year. And it's open to anybody to try out to be on that team as well.
That's cool. That's really cool. That's really awesome. Hey guys, congratulations! Congratulations on the event, Chrissy. Congratulations on the tournament. It was really awesome, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Thanks for joining the show, and it was a blast. Toby actually is watching, and he's like, he can't wait. June 2nd. That's when we're gonna be going on for the show. I'm excited about that. That's gonna be great. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We got more shows tomorrow. Kevin Walker, Rachel Harrington. We got the Northeast Challenge tournament as well. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys click on the notifications and all that, and follow the page. One more question for you guys. I know that you guys are sport. I've been talking about this to all the guests on the show this week. Raymond Daniels, right? What do you guys think about his performance in Bellator?
Oh my gosh, my mouth dropped. Been going around in social media everywhere.
That was incredible.
It's great for the sport, right? It's great for the sport, karate.
Definitely.
Yeah. Shout out to Raymond. We got to get him on an interview. And
two of my best is Raymond Daniels and Ross Levine, man.
Yeah, Ross Levine did well as well.
Big
That's
dog.
right. Ross did over there in Dubai. Yeah, we got to get them on the show, and it's great for the sport right there. Like, people don't understand how big that is, you know, when somebody comes out there in the full contact, and it brings a sport to light. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody. Everybody have a good night. Take care. Power.
Thanks so much, Alex.